Hey folks, it's Roy from A Geek's Adventures. Woohoo! I'm doing a little bit of a retro review, doing a toy review. Went over a couple things and realized, wait a minute, I don't have any Japanese import. Well, actually, one thing. Technically, the Gosei Megazord is a Japanese import, but you can get a version of it in America. So I was trying to think, what would be kind of cool that you normally don't see in America. And then I realized, Kikaida. Yeah, baby. So today I'm just doing a review of the Super Imaginative Chogokin Kikaida figure with side machine. And those of you who are not from Hawaii are going, is that like Power Rangers? It doesn't look like a Power Ranger. It doesn't look like Gundam. What are you talking about? Those from Hawaii and possibly California are going, yeah, baby, yeah, Kikaida, woo! Okay, explaining Kikaida in of itself is a long, extended vlog post, so try and keep it short because only got 15 minutes of vlog time. Kikaida is from 74, 73, 74, something like that. One of the very first live-action TV shows from Japan, also known as tokusatsu shows. Superhero stuff, done, yeah, let's say it, on the cheap. Meant to be entertaining. You know, at the time when you're 7, woo, it's really cool. Then when you watch it now, you go, wow. It's like watching Challenge of the Super Friends now. Back in the day, oh man, it's awesome. Yeah, yeah. Then you watch it now and go, what was I thinking? You're 7. But like Mass Rider, like MS Gundam, Power Rangers, or in Japan Sentai shows, etc., etc., etc. Nostalgia factor and the fact that you can still make money off of it. Bandai decided to create a line of action figures that are meant for collectors. Yeah, you think there are lots of geeks in America? There's a ton of us in Japan that buy this stuff and spend a lot of money on it. It was called Super Imaginative Chogokin. Super detailed, lots of accessories, all the kind of stuff that, you know, when you're 7 you don't care. When you're 32 and over and you got some... And one of the figures that they did, because, again, nostalgia factor, Kikaida. Woo! Or, actually, let me clarify something. In Japan, it's pronounced Kikaida, because is it katakana or hiragana? Wow, I just lost all my Japanese cred. Anyway, it's da at the end, not der. That's the Americanization of the pronunciation. But anyway, so we have, woo! It's a super pimped out version of the figure. Meaning, number one, you got lots of detail on the figure. Like in the TV show. Oh, actually, I should give you a little background. How much background do you need on this show? Really quick, super scientist was working with this bad guy. Why? I don't know. Benefits, better PTO time. You know, got a little extra in the 401k. No, they had a pension. They didn't even do a 401k. Anyway, works with bad guy. Scientist realizes, no, I don't want to work with bad guys anymore. So he designs a special robot called Kikaida. Kikaida, to eventually fight the evil robots and to also be bodyguard to his daughter and son. And let's see, how does it go? There's a big explosion, he gets amnesia, wanders around Japan, and meanwhile, all of these monsters and robots are chasing after him because it's a kid's show. Hey, that's what happens. And meanwhile, Kikaida and the daughter and the little brother are adventuring. Yes, and this is what Kikaida... Okay, this is his super-powered non-armor. This is the armored version. When he's hanging out with civilians, he's actually it's become an iconic costume, actually. Blue jean jacket, blue jean pants, yellow shirt, big old red guitar on the back. But this is what he looks like in his super-powered armored form. And yes, he has like all this clear like computery stuff because he's an android. You gotta have computery stuff. Very cool figure. Bandai has been doing Gundam stuff forever, so to build a figure like this, you know, it's kind of like, oh, it's gonna kick butt. Pretty decent amount of articulation, not as much as you would kind of hope, but then again, this figure, wow, how old is this thing? This is like 15, 20 years old. Holy cow! I just realized how old this thing is. Dear Lord, I'm old. So unfortunately, you know, it doesn't have quite the, you know, Marvel Legends level, but all things considered, and the fact that, you know, it's a super detailed, incredibly detailed. I mean, look at this thing. Dear Lord, there's so much stuff on this. It's ridiculous. Lots of clear plastic up here. Even the eye. Well, no, the eyes. Yeah, actually, both eyes are clear yellow plastic. The whole thing is actually it's beautiful to behold. And he rode a motorcycle known as Side Machine. Why? Because sidecar. Get it? Side. Never mind. Again, tons of detail. Oh, and a couple cool things. One, this thing detaches. It never did that in the show, but it's a cool thing. So you can just be on the motorcycle. And now you're wondering, well, can you actually ride it? It's a figure by Bandai. Silly question. I'm having a problem trying to reattach that. Sorry, folks. But, oh, and by the way, of course, he comes with the requisite hands, open and fisted. I just left the open hands because I didn't feel like messing with having the thing come off all the time. And... oops. There we go. Ta-da! Riding it! Woo! You know what? I just thought of something. You know, you got the giant headlight in here. Now they probably would have found a way to get the headlight to light up. And added another $20 to the figure. It's a magnificent piece. You know, this was one of those figures that at the time it was like a holy grail for me. When it first came out, you know, it was hard to find, yada yada yada. So it was just, and it's a beautiful piece of work. You're wondering how much is this thing? You can find it actually not super easily, but you can find it on the secondary market on eBay, local e-tailer. Prices range. A couple, like, I don't know, 5-6 years ago, I'm not too sure if there was a short on it or what. Prices were getting kind of crazy. We're talking, I mean, you know, not even like $100 crazy. We're talking like 200 and over, getting insane. The prices have stabilized to only 100, 120, 130. I know a bunch of you right now just went, say what? It's a Japanese import, folks. I'm a toy geek. Some people spend $120 on a Lager Burger basket. I spend $120 on this thing. Yeah, I'm a weird toy geek. Duh. So there you go. That is the Super Imaginative Chogokin figure for Kikaida. All kidding aside, honestly, it's a wonderful piece of work. Okay, now granted, like I said, I mean the articulation is not, you know, compared to figures now, it's a little on the cranky side. But at the time when this came out, it was astonishing. And even then, with that in mind, though, I mean the articulation is nice. You got decent amount of posability and whatnot. Obviously, due to price point. This is for the collector, diehards. You're not giving this even to your 15-year-old nephew or niece. You're going, actually, considering people are giving iPads to 7-year-olds, what are you thinking? Well, I mean, you know, letting them use? Yeah, giving? iPad? Really? Well, anyway. Side commentary. But yeah, I mean, this is a figure that, kidding aside, it is designed for the collector. It is really meant for display, okay? Playability, well, yeah, duh. I'm a toy collector. But, you know, it's not going to be like, you know, your average Marvel Legends figure where, you know, you can kind of go, you know, you drop it on the floor, you don't care. You drop this on the floor, you're like, okay, it's all right. Alrighty. So there you go. A little bit of nostalgic fun for back in the day. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a good weekend. May the odds forever be in your favor. May the force be with you. And as always, Be good to each other, all right? Peace, peeps. Bye.